Hi there guys, this is Nikhil from Greedy Tech and this is a comparison between Redmi 3S Prime and the Redmi Note 3 2GB variant. Let's look at the similarities first. Both the phones have the same build and design except for the placement of cameras, LED flash and the notification LED. Both have a unibody metal design with curved edges which makes them easy to hold, and both have the same button placement and the SIM card tray placement. Both have the SIM card trays which can house 2 SIM cards or a SIM card and an SD card. Both the phones come with all the basic sensors including gyroscope, compass, radio, LED notification light, OTG support, even IR blaster and a fingerprint scanner. They even come with the same micro USB charging port and the same power adapters. Performance of fingerprint scanner and IR blaster are exactly same on both the devices. Both the devices run MIUI 7 out of the box. They both look exactly same in each and every way. Though Redmi 3S comes with Android Marshmallow under the hood, you can't find any Marshmallow related stuff in the OS. Most of it is clogged under MIUI, so even in terms of software UI and software experience, and even in software features, they are exactly the same. Both the phones have almost the same battery capacity. Redmi Note 3 has a 4050 mAh battery, whereas the Redmi 3S has a 4100 mAh battery. Though the difference is very small, you will get better battery life on the Redmi 3S due to the smaller screen size and smaller resolution. You can expect Redmi 3S Prime to perform at least 10% better when it comes to battery life when you compare it to Redmi Note 3. Now coming to the differences, though both the phones look very similar, I noticed only one difference in terms of build. The buttons on the Redmi 3S are not so clickable. Rest of the stuff are almost the same. Redmi 3S Prime is smaller, lighter and slightly thinner than Redmi Note 3. You will notice the difference only in terms of display, performance, while playing games and the camera quality. With Redmi Note 3 we get a bigger 5.5-inch Full HD sunlight display which has better brightness levels in direct sunlight. Redmi 3S Prime comes with a normal 5-inch HD IPS display which is pretty good on its own but not as good as Redmi Note 3. 3S also doesn't have all the display related customization that Redmi Note 3 has to offer. So if we compare the display quality of both the phones, 3S Prime is lagging big time. Coming to camera performance, these are the sample shots. As of now, Redmi Note 3 has camera related bugs in the latest updates, both on the stable global ROM and even in the MIUI beta. Images are faded, but that will be fixed very soon. If you just look at the sample shots right now, Redmi 3S is better, but if you consider the Redmi Note 3's actual performance, Redmi Note 3 will be better. So I would say Redmi Note 3 has the better camera, but the difference isn't very huge either. So I would say Redmi Note 3 has the better camera of both these devices. By the way, these are some sample shots that I took before the camera bug started. Redmi 3S Prime comes with latest budget range processor Snapdragon 430 with Adreno 505 GPU, 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. On the other hand, Redmi Note 3 comes with a Snapdragon 650 processor, which is the second best mid-range processor out there, with Adreno 510 GPU, 2GB of RAM and 16GB of internal storage. In day-to-day usage, you literally won't notice any difference even if you put them side by side. There might be few milliseconds of difference, but it's completely negligible. But while gaming, you will see a huge difference in terms of seconds. You can see the same trend throughout all the heavy apps. The only advantage Redmi 3S has would be the 3GB of RAM and the 32GB internal storage. 3GB of RAM is very good for multitasking, but 2GB on the Redmi Note 3 is good enough. Performance, at least the speed of the device, isn't affected by the extra RAM. These are the benchmark scores. Due to the difference in the performance, the gaming experience is also pretty different on both these devices. Gaming experience on Redmi 3S was pretty good, but it was missing a lot of details because of the smaller screen and because of the small processor. So guys, coming to the conclusion, both are pretty good phones, but I would personally buy the Redmi Note 3 with 2GB variant instead of the Redmi 3S Prime for better performance, better camera and better display. If I was on a tight budget and Redmi 3S Prime was sold for 8000 rupees, I would buy the Prime instead. At the end of the day, once again, I would definitely suggest you to buy the Redmi Note 3 instead because you will get better camera, better performance and better display. But if you want a smaller phone, then I would say go with the Redmi 3S Prime. You won't be disappointed with the performance or in any way. The only true advantage Redmi 3S has is the 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. If you are planning to use an SD card, 32GB of internal storage won't matter a lot. And if you consider the extra performance that you get with Redmi Note 3, the 3GB of RAM isn't all that great either. For regular people, you won't notice a lot of difference in 2GB RAM and 3GB RAM. And for high-end users, you will definitely know the difference, but you will also know that performance matters more than just 1GB of extra RAM. The same thing applies for gamers. It's always better to have more performance than more RAM for better gaming experience. So that's my opinion, guys. So what about you? What would you pick and why? Let me know by commenting below this video. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you like this video, hit that like button and stay tuned to us by subscribing to our channel. And I'll catch up with you in my next video. Until then, have a nice day.